Are you a mom that is trapped in the social media spiral? Are you comparing your family life to flawless online snapshots? Today I want to talk about in this video the reality behind the scenes and how social media can amplify criticism even from our own kids and drive us into this frenzy of stress and maybe even jealousy about what we're seeing other friends, online friends, and what they're posting. So I want to talk about ways to shield your mental health, restore privacy, help you navigate overall these waters of online parenting and the digital age that we're all living in. I actually like to call it digital change because that's what it feels like sometimes and what I see so many of my clients going through that breaks my heart. So let's dive into these 4 points. Number 1 is public criticism by children. So social media is providing the opportunity where your kids, especially teens and young adults, and even some of your older adult children, they're voicing criticisms or frustrations about their family, about their parents, and they do it very openly, right? So think back to how they did that back in the day before social media. That would have been face-to-face gossip, maybe over a phone call, but now we have this public platform where people just amplify negativity because they can't confront someone. So it's easier to just do it online. It's easier to do it through a text. It's easier to do it through email, all of it. And that leads to significant emotional distress for moms and families. So your child may have posted about how they didn't have support from you, or maybe worse. But rather than talking to you or someone who could help diffuse the issue, work through the issue with you, they go to social media, which is just amplifying it. And so obviously that's not a situation I want to see any of you in, but I know many of my clients have dealt with this, and usually that's how the estrangement can get started. And so I want to encourage you to really take a close look at all of this. So number 2 is comparison with other families. These could be families you know, families you don't know. So we all know that what it feels like to try to keep up with the Joneses. We've all tried to do it, right? At one point or another in our life, usually when we're younger. But social media portrays this idealized version of family life, which you and I both know don't exist. It doesn't exist. There is no perfect family. So you might be seeing, these families going on vacation together, or they're celebrating some achievement, or having these perfect, home life scenes that's going to speak to you and make you feel like you've fallen short as a mom because you're not having that with your kids right now. And I know firsthand the feeling of all of that. I've been there. I've been there with my daughter in the different situations, life events that were happening that for everyone else, but not for my family. And so I understand where you're coming from. Because, you compare yourself sometimes, the families at your church or in your community that have kids the same age. And they're all going off to college and getting married and having kids. And you feel like your family's falling apart. We need to stop comparing ourselves to everyone else. Because I can promise you one thing. They may not be dealing with the same situation as you right now, but the perfect online family, they have their own issues. So we need to stop allowing social media to be this highlight reel, because when you see that and only that from anyone online, they only share all the good. They don't ever share that they've had struggles. Not that they have to have the front and center struggle of today out there that is going to, bash someone else. That's not what I mean. But if they can't talk about their past, use it as a highlight reel of reality, you can be rest assured that it's fake, right? So I want you to think about this. And if you're a mom going through this, or any type of, whether you're in this rocky relationship, a strained relationship, you're in estrangement, or maybe you're even navigating reconciliation, I want you to click the link below for a discovery call if and when you are looking to hear more about coaching. There's a pinned comment here as well as the link, and you can go ahead and click there. Number 3 is stress, right? Anxiety and stress. The constant pressures of maintaining a social image will increase anxiety. If If you're a mom that is more worried about how their family appears to others than you are the reality of the situation, I see that too. And I said it. I did say it. That's what I said. Your social media friends, if they are your core support system, I highly doubt that they are. Some of them you probably never even met, right? We live in a world where we think because somebody's a Facebook friend that they know our life and they care about us. And yeah, you can make friends that way. Don't get me wrong. You absolutely can. Like, you're watching a video right now. You don't know me. You may think you know me. You know bits and pieces of my world, but you don't know everything, right? And that takes me into number 4 of privacy. Social media can blur the boundaries of what's private and what's personal. And as more and more family moments are shared publicly, it leads to this privacy concern, and it makes family issues more public, which complicates the dynamics. Somebody is going to get upset about that. Whether it's you, a child, a cousin, whomever, a friend. This is how these misunderstandings can happen. And then the conflict starts because somebody gets upset because either mom or the child posts something that the other doesn't feel that they should have, or they said it incorrectly. They misconstrued the words. Like that's not how I intended it, which is what happens when we're not talking face to face. So it invades some type of privacy, and it could lead to some catastrophic situation, which is leading to estrangement. Some of these situations never, ever even need to take place. So my encouragement to you today is to keep your matters private when it comes to your relationship with your kids. You can go back to some previous videos I've done on building a support system. In fact, we'll link that at the end here. Those are your core people that you need to be talking to about the acceptance of your children, your family life, not your Facebook friends, not your Instagram friends, right? Those people can be great, but you need people in real life also that are going to have your back. And if you don't have them, if we ever work together, I will help you find them. We're going to find them in your current situation, in your current world, but that takes work on your part. And so when you're ready, I look forward to talking to you. I hope this helps you today. This is a little tough love, a little bit of information that we all need to hear. I used to do the same thing. So, I'm not just preaching to you. I did the same thing years ago, and it did not serve me. Okay. So I love you. God bless you. I'll see you in the next video.